I'm here with Brandon Cornaby, 6th grade science teacher at Paducah Middle School. Also worked on a project, Together Green, while he attended Murray State University. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Now, talk about this Together Green project. What is this?
Okay, well, Together Green was a project that was with Dr. Boust, and what we did was we had a class out of Brandon Springs, and we got together, split up into groups, and once we got into groups, we started investigating Brandon Springs and what we could do to improve basically Brandon Springs, to make Brandon Springs more green. They already had recycling, they already had lots of ways to reduce green waste. What we wanted to do specifically is attack electricity.
Right. Now, you all were split into groups, and what happened when your team, which I believe won, what happened when you won? You were judged?
Right, we went in front of judges from Friends of LBL, brought in 4 judges, and each group, specific group, presented their project to LBL judges. And those judges then had to decide which group would best serve Brandon Springs, or which group had the best project to help out Brandon Springs.
Now, talk about the project you all did. What did you all come up with to help Brandon Springs?
So our group, which was called the Energy Busters, what we did was we kind of took a look at the lighting systems at Brandon Springs, and everyone knows that fluorescent lighting's better than incandescent lighting, but what we wanted to do was show how new technology, which is LED lights, could really reduce the amount of money they spend on lighting in their activities building.
And how did Joe Boust from Murray State help you all as individuals throughout that class?
Well, Dr. Boust is probably one of the best environmental education teachers across the state, no doubt. What he was there is to provide the supporting role, guiding, not really telling us what to do, but kind of guiding us through the process. How do you, who would we go to see about this, or how are we going to find out how much the electricity bill is? And he didn't tell us the answers. What he did was kind of guide us to where do we need to go to find the answers ourselves. A big part of the Together Green project is how can you take what you're doing and not only help Brandon Springs, but bring it back to your own community and improve your own community.
I was going to ask, how do you think Together Green benefits the community in the area, but you just mentioned it. So talk about some of the other teams and their group projects.
Okay, so some of the other group projects, every group had a great project. Some of the other group projects looked at how the kitchen utilized electricity in the kitchen. How could they improve the way that the kitchens, the facilities there could increase production without raising electricity costs. They have like a really old stove, and they looked into finding the best way to heat food for large groups of people, and the best way to utilize a serving line and stuff like that. Another group project looked into the washer and dryers out there and how that they're wasting electricity with the way they're vented or the type of dryer or washer that they had. So they recommended improvements like that. Another group project recommended insulation, which is one of the best ways to improve everybody's electricity use in their house, to lower the amount of electricity that's going out.
Well, those sound like interesting projects, and I'm glad that yours won, and hopefully we'll see somebody doing that at Brandon Springs, getting your all's project working and going there.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that they'll take everyone's projects. I'm sure at some point they'll put everyone's project into good use.
Perfect. Well, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.